Okay, welcome to you all in this online class. My dear student, today, first of all, I will recapitulate the topic right to equality, and after that, I will begin the two stories given in your book about Shaiko and Paro, and we will start our work. But let me to recapitulate the topic. You have already studied in previous class about right to equality. This is a very important part of our chapter. Mostly in examination and all the examination, 1 mark based or 4 mark based questions are generally asked from this side. So you should learn all the 4 provisions of right to equality that is given in your book. No doubt, each point was discussed with full strength in the previous class. You should learn all these 4 provisions. First is all citizens are equal before the law. Next is discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, gender, or place of birth is prohibited. Third is everyone is entitled to equal opportunities in all walks of life. And fourth one is the law gives equal protection to all. I hope you have learned all these things because exclusively or extensively I have discussed each of the points. No, right to equality is given to all in spite of there are many persons in our society who fails to enjoy the right to equality. They have no equal share in all many spheres of our system or in society, in spite of passing 70 or more than 70 years of our freedom. Why it happens so? What are the reasons behind this inequality? We will discuss. Although our constitution framers has taken many steps to root out the inequality. As you know, in the British period, some titles were given by the British to the Indians to show their superiority in the society, to show their high rank and status in the society. These titles were Raj Bahadur or Khan Bahadur. This type of titles provided by the British was cancelled, was abolished by our constitution maker. They had banned the practice of untouchability and awarding the title like Raj Bahadur, Khan Bahadur, Sir, Knight, etc. Here one term is untouchability. It is a practice in our society in which a group of society abstain themselves to touch other caste of people. Actually, so-called upper caste do not want to come in the touch of lower caste people, and this sense is known as untouchability. Really, it is a curse. It is very harmful effect of casteism in our society. So these types of activities are banned by government. If anyone does so, he or she can be punished by the court. right, by the code voice. Here you are seeing two pictures. Now, it is also given in your book. One is about Sacco. Actually, this story says still now there are so many people who are struggling for equality. So many rights are given by the government to each and everyone, but there are some classes of our society, some groups of our society, some people of our society who fail to avail these facilities like education, employment, job opportunities, etc., because they are very poor. Here one story is about Sacco. As you know, Sacco is a 10 years old boy. He picks up rags, torn pieces of clothes from the garbage every morning from 4 to 8, when half of the population of the city is still sleeping. After that, he works at his father's cycle repair shop till late in the evening. He wants to go to school, laugh and play like others children, but he is always working. Actually, this scene reflects the inequality. This is the right to Sacco, that he also must have to go to school, enjoy the friendship in the schools of the good student, educate those who are getting education. Along with them, he has right also to sit and get education, but he is away from it. He fails to avail the right to equality. Another is Sacco's parent problem. He has been granted the right to vote, but they do not enjoy the equality of working condition. Hence, they are unable to fulfill the basic necessities of their family: food, shelter, and clothing. He has been working continuously. His timing of work is not as official time because he is not the salary earners. He has to work hard from dawn to dusk, from morning to evening, and after that he gets success to fulfill the needs of their family like food, shelter, and clothing. So this story reflects the sense of inequality and deprivation of such persons, boys, girls, from getting the shared inequality. Next story is about Paro. She is a flower seller. Let us know about Paro, who sells flower at traffic signals from morning till night. Flower shop owners gives her 1 rupees for each small bouquet, bunches of flowers, that she sells a rupees 10. The price of 1 bouquet is 10 rupees. It is sold by Paro. Owner, flower bouquet owner will take 10 rupees from Paro in lieu of selling this bouquet, and only 1 rupee will be given to Paro. This is exploitation. She endures her life as she runs between vehicles and persuades people to buy flowers. He persuades means induce the people to make him to get the flowers, buy the flowers, bouquet. Paro's parents were forced to leave their village after the well belonging to the so-called lower caste dried. They were living in a village where their well dried and they wanted to take water from the will of the so-called upper caste people, but they were not allowed to get. It is why both father and daughter left the place and came into a town where for livelihood she has to do this work. In this way, this is a picture of poverty, unemployment, which proves that still now in our society there are many people who fails to enjoy, there are many people who fail to enjoy the right to equality. Okay, next you see discrimination is maintained still now in spite of having the strict rules and regulation. Caste system is continued in spite of having the education and awareness, especially in rural areas. Why it happens so? It is a matter of discussion. Now you should also seek, learn, know the reason behind it. Actually, nowadays also so many people have the blind faith in the system of traditional system of society. They have the sense of superiority. They have the sense of caste feeling. They want to dominate the others. Government's policies also not implemented externally, strictly, in proper way. The awareness program is not taking place. So all these actions should be taken to root out all these things, all the errors, evils from the society. Now, there are many persons who does not allow so-called lower caste people to enter in the temples, to reach at the religious places. Certain communities look down upon others and they do not give the jobs or house on rent. So these all are against the right to equality. We all have to provide to each and everyone to avail the facilities, because government is against this form of inequality. Now, other point is what? Government has implemented some provisions of the constitution to maintain equality in two ways. First is, many laws have been made to protect the right to equality. For example, equal opportunities in education and jobs. And what does it mean? It means the people having the same qualification despite any differences on the name of caste, creed, community have equal right to get services, get jobs. Next is, government has launched many programs and schemes for those communities that need assistance, help. For example, SC, ST, OBC. These are very to root out the inequality. Here this scale says we all are not equal. One is very heavy, have too much high place, and someone has very low place. They are not equal. So some programs of the government are launched, but there is a question. In spite of having so many programs and schemes launched by the government, they are not successful. Still now, many section of society or group of people are not getting equality. It is meaningless. Then how can it be made meaningful? It is said it can be made meaningful if the people support this scheme, if they have the support of the people. For example, many schemes encouraged people to, many programs are launched, right, to encourage the people to improve their quality and standard. For example, elementary schools and elementary education is launched. Free and compulsory education, you can say. This scheme is launched for the children to get free education. Right? The education has been guaranteed for them in our constitution. But many children fail to come to school. Many guardians are careless or have some other problem to send their children to schools. They are unable to get the benefits given on behalf of the government. It is why mid-day meal scheme was launched on the request of the teachers, because teachers were questioned and they gave some reasons to the government, in which one thing was that many families are there who have no sufficient food materials, so they fail to send their children to school. It is why mid-day meal scheme was launched by the government, in which cooked and nutritious foods are provided to the students. Actually, it proved very fruitful. It motivated many parents to send their children to school because their hungry children can get cooked and nutritious food in the school and they can continue their study. As a result, enrollment in school also increased. Nowadays, so many other programs are launched, scheme facilities are given. For example, cycle for girls, dresses to the students, scholarships. So in this way, this program is supported by the parents. It means what? Our program can be meaningful, government's program can be meaningful and fruitful if people support the government's scheme. Now, after the independence, there was urgent need for the government to do some special actions. Urgent actions was to be taken to free the weaker sections from the oppression and backwardness, to liberate them. It is why they were not up to mark. They had not reservation. There were no equal place in the society. The weaker section children or the parents' children were unable to getting adequate education. They were not getting adequate place in the representation, in the services, either private or public. So a program was started that is called reservation. Reservation is a policy launched by the government to give the support or to give some reserve seat in schools, colleges, legislature, etc., in the offices also, to avail the equality. Actually, basic aim of reservation is to give them, especially the SC, ST, OBC or women class, a certain ratio, a due ratio, proportionate share in all walks of life, so that they could live life of respect and dignity. I mean, if they are poor, illiterate, they cannot live as a respectful person. Now, along with it, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other backward classes were also provided benefits of reservation. So reservation is a policy according to which SC, ST, OBC, and to some extent in some areas, women are also given reserved seats in the schools, colleges, services, parliament, legislature, so and so forth. Right? No doubt, reservation was launched only for a limited period, but still it is continue because it is said the aim of reservation is not achieved till now. Now, next one point is also given in the big do you know box if you are looking at your book. One is called here caste system. Actually, caste system is the division of our society which is based on the birth of the people. Earlier, as you have already studied in class 6, were about Varna system. Varna system was the social division of Indian society which was based on the on the action, duty of the people. As you know, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudras. These were the 4 categories, and all these 4 categories were based on their activities or duty. Now, whatever their duty was there, their Varna was assigned as per their duty. But after some times, what happened? On the name of, in lieu of duty, birth took place of the division of this type of group or Varna system. When Varna system started on the basis of birth, then it was called caste system. Right? It came to be based upon one's birth in a particular caste. Then the caste got divided into subcaste, which forced thousands of people to live a life of misery. Actually, this caste system proved harmful for the society. How it proved harmful? Now, because it brought the division in society. Isolation was set up. Caste system did not allow the people to mix with each other. People failed to exchange their ideas, knowledge, skill, and in this way it proved harmful. Now, one point is here also. One story is also, actually, it is an excerpt. It is an excerpt from NTV. Actually, excerpt means an extract, a part of broadcast or film, right? And this is published by NDTV, in which about a student, Rahul, it is concerned with the student Rahul, who has written a letter to Anand Kumar, who gave free education or help for the preparation of engineering. It is here. Dear Anand sir, thank you. My life will be different because of you. My father is a poor farmer in Jharkhand's Hazaribagh area. My father goes to Calcutta to work as a laborer. You provided coaching, lodging and food for a year to prepare me for IIT. I will build a hospital and school in my village. I am lucky to have you, sir. I owe everything to you. He gave thanks to Anand Kumar, and he has also taken an oath to do something better for the betterment of the poor sections. He said that he would make hospital and school in his village. So we feel happy when we hear about such type of these cases. So it should be the moral duty or responsibility to each and everyone to ensure, to make sure that schools and psychos and paros are able to fulfill their dreams of going to schools to make better life. Now our government has adopted various measures. अब क्वेश्चन आ सकता है आपको, what actions are taken for the improvement of the downtrodden or for the weaker section? So many programs have been taken by the government. For example, loan is given to the people on behalf of the bank, by the bank on behalf of the government to start any business. Self-employment schemes are launched in which people can be the entrepreneur, can give jobs to others. Low budget housing on installment is given. Next, free legal advice is made available. Widow pension is provided. They give education, free education. I mean, government gives free education. They are given employment and housing to all. Literacy programs are launched by the government. For example, Operation Blackboard, in which government says that everyone should be literate, should be educated. Universal elementary education is provided, in which for the student, for the children between the age of 6 to 14 years is made compulsory to get education. Uniforms are given, books are provided, stipends are given, scholarship is given, medical checkups are made free. Girl students and children of weaker section have given also reserve quota. So all these actions are taken by the government to ensure or to bring equality and betterment among the downtrodden, poor section, SC, ST, OBC. So in this way, I have discussed now